Back with another one. Bad News Brown. See? I was just talking about this. It appears they are slowly turning up the dial. Now, it says here, future Ford vehicles will have patented software technology that will track your speeding, driving, and report you to the police. Now, if you're new to my channel, I'm Bad News Brown. I speak on a lot of various topics, and go ahead and subscribe. And in one of my recent videos, I mentioned that at some point there'll be no more high-speed chases, being that we in this digital world now, and everything will be smart. So everything will be synced together, and the police will actually be able to control your vehicle. So when they pull you over and give you a ticket or whatever, they would have to clear the interaction with you in order for your car to even move. Now, of course, this is going to be in the short distant future, but it looks like the steps are already being made to make that happen. And some people would say for good reason, because high speed chases, you got innocent people in wrecks and crashes. So safety, under the guise of safety, this gonna happen. And y'all can let me know what y'all think either way. But this just goes to show, man, it's a lot of changes about to happen in this world, and I suggest you get ready if you plan on functioning and operating above water out here. And I spoke plenty of times on this, and I'll speak again on it. But hey, man, that's something to think about. Adjustments must be made. It's time to expand your hustle more than it ever was a time. It's really time to expand your hustle. And it's time to have a hustle if you don't already got one or know how to. And that's just the truth. You already know a 9 to 5 is only going to take you so far. It's only going to just sustain you. It's not even necessarily, you're not going to swim. You're just going to be treading water, barely staying above water. And technology is cutting that down. So the job market is going to change. So however you want to look at it, through technology, hey, they need the slaves to be smarter. However, like I said, however you want to look at it, they need the workforce, the citizens, however you want to look at it. You got to be smarter to step up to adjust, or you got to be more innovative, as I like to put it. You got to be more creative. And that's just the truth. So y'all need to think long and hard out there, whoever you is. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of you out there, you cool, depending on your age. You probably figuring, hey, man, I ain't going to be here too long anyway, so whatever. But I suggest you know anyway, just to train your family, your youngins. And the youngins, and that's the problem. This is why you need the old blood to teach the new blood, to be able to pass the torch properly. Now, it's different, cold thing if the elders, they drop the baton, the torch or whatever, and the youngsters got to pick it up. That's not necessarily passing the ball properly. It ain't passing the ball properly, and that's why you're going to have the youth pick it up and do what they want with it, or go the opposite way, or in a whole different direction. But again, man, just think about that. I just find this type of stuff interesting because, if you listen, or if you've been peeping, they've been telling you this all along, the direction this world is going to go. Now, of course, the direction as we see now, I would just put it like this. Some aspects of it may be positive, but then it appears that a whole lot of it's going to be negative. So one way or the other, whether you choose to resist against it or go with it, you still got to adjust in any degree. So ain't no running from that fact. I don't care who you is, what you call yourself, what banner you want to run up under. Ain't no running from this. So here's to that. And I wasn't trying to go too deep down a rabbit hole in this video, but I can't help it. So I'm going to continue to speak on what needs to be heard. And that's adjusting, man, to what's about to happen. Straight up, I really don't know how to splice it for you. And again, me speaking about the whole job market and creativity, this is where a lot of brothers, and this ain't the end all be all, but it's time to start getting into self business for yourself, employment for yourself. So everything you see that you need is day to day life, you need to start selling it. I don't care if it's toilet paper, I don't care what it is. And again, this ain't the end all be all. And of course, there's different levels and variables in business. And but basically, everybody don't need to be trying to rap. And I ain't even forget all that. I don't care what you do. You know, even the rapping, we need to be doing that too. We need to create everything. So scratch what I said. But again, man, the point is get hip to what's happening unless you fall into traps. And a lot of the traps is already kind of automatic set in place. Like if this, then this. They ain't even got to go out that way. It's just kind of like we just set certain monumental things in play, and those that can't adjust or make do get done away with. And that's how I look at it, man. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, man. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. You know, I could be tripping. You know, sometimes I go too deep down a rabbit hole things. You know, I spaz out. But from the looks of it, man, I think I'm kind of accurate on that there. I mean, if you ask me, I don't want to say I'm ahead of it, but definitely I see it coming. I definitely see it coming, and hey, it's coming. The storm coming. Y'all need to, Pat, do this. Hey, that's the phase I'm at in. But I can see a lot of compressing on the population under the guise of safety. I mean, you already got that. A good instance is the whole gun control. Now, you know, in the Constitution, and regardless of our human right, everything got a right to defend itself. Even in the insect, the bee, bird, everything, I don't care what it is, they got something to defend themselves. So should the human. But at the same time, guns don't kill people, people kill people. But my point is, when you hear about these tragic shootings or whatever, they're usually not done by criminals. They usually done by somebody who was able to go to the store and purchase a weapon, whether it was their parents' weapon or whoever, or however you want to look at it. Whether it be legally completion for the protection, regardless, it's usually not a criminal. So then you get people screaming, "Oh, we need gun control and this and that." So they just clamp down the rules, and it don't even apply to the people that it needs to apply to. Because you gotta understand, it's an old school saying where criminals find ways around laws to break the law, so there's no need to put more laws in place. The laws only affect the people that ain't really breaking the law, so you just really cramping down. But of course, I mean, it's all part of the play. But for the average person out there, this is the type of stuff you need to start thinking about and looking at. Now, of course, you pretty distracted just surviving on your day-to-day and your interpersonal issues. You know, so am I. But at the same time, you need to start paying attention to things and really don't take certain stuff at face value, because a lot of this information you're going to see out here is going to be garbage. Straight up. A lot of it is going to be repetitive garbage. A lot of it is going to be propaganda. So look deep into stuff. Don't just look at nothing. Really figure out what they saying or what they talking about. And if you don't know, man, ask me. And straight up, no, this ain't no ego aside, for real though. Ask me. Yeah, I'm Bad News Brown, and I break this shit down. I've been breaking this shit down for a long time now, to where I'll be even tired of talking about it, man. I've been said this plenty of times. But again, man, you know, each one teach one. And it ain't about, how should I say it, because I don't want to sound like I'm some type of preacher or some type of MLK or whatever. No disrespect to none of that. Everybody got their own style, their own twist. But at the same time, you better watch your ass. What dude tell him on Menace, the hunt is on and you're the prey. But a lot of it is, I don't want to say not on purpose because it is, but hey man, I ain't gotta put a gun in your head and make you do something. I could just, hey man, redline you, restrict you, put the crack in your community, do all this and this and that. You know, it's kind of like an indirect throw the rock and hide your hand type of play. And a lot of it is that, and a lot of it is just the way the world is, meaning everything is based on money and profit. So, suffering, people profiting off that. A lot of it from the food you eat, it ain't even, it's applied to anybody, all races, all groups. So I'm pretty sure these companies don't give a damn who buy from them, as long as you buy it, whether it's all bad or not. They don't care. So it's all about profit. And of course, they put a lot of politicians in their pockets so they can get certain laws passed or not passed, so they're able to do certain maneuvers, and step on the dope, so to speak. You know what I mean? But that's a little deeper than I wanted to go. But y'all think about that, man. Think about what I was talking about, man, from the beginning to the end, as far as the whole IoT that I mentioned in the prior video, the Internet of Things, where everything gonna be smart, from your broom to your refrigerator. So when you low on eggs, it'll tell you, but it won't even tell you. It's gonna order it out that account and blah, replenish it. And Amazon Prime gonna deliver that there. You know what I'm saying? From brick and mortar to click and order. And that's another thing. It's the reason why a lot of these businesses is going out, because it's just going to be regulated to a few major, it probably already is, but just a few main companies, corporations, and they're going to subsidize a few little restaurants, a few little food spots where you can go. Everything else, you're going to have to order online through them. It's only going to be very few choice establishments, it appears, if they have it their way. And that's another thing. I ain't gonna talk about that, as far as, because it's a method to the madness. I know you hear everything about what they doing and what's going on. Some of it true, some of it ain't, regardless, but you hear all of the madness. But it's a method to the madness, and that's beyond the scope of this video, but it really is. And this applies to all people. I don't want to make it seem like it's a lot of it is, because I am black, so I naturally gonna be speaking to my people first. But all this applies to anybody. So if you from another group, all this applies to you too. Because everybody eat, everybody do crime, everybody do everything. It ain't just black folks, trust me. I don't know if y'all know that it ain't just black people. I know you watch a lot of TV, but nah, it ain't just us. So yeah, man, y'all peep game, check play out there. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I got some more things to attend to. Bad News Brown breaking it down. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. I'm gonna be back at y'all with some more of it. Peace.